and bring it into Dragon Hall, I think. Because we used to have Cricket Race used to be like the event type 1 that could happen like spontaneously. But then Lauren made an event type 1 and or event type 0, excuse me, not 1, event type 0. Uh uh the Trello doggy. The new stuff doggy. I've been intentionally avoiding this clicking on the new stuff button because I don't want the doggy to go away. Um, um, so oh wow, I have no idea what Click Team Fusion is, but that sounds awesome. Uh, uh, you're welcome. If your project is something that you feel like sharing, you're welcome to like post a link to it or something. If it's still like a work in progress, like I guess I'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, no, I do encourage people to share stuff that they're working on. Like big stuff, I can't because like in order for links to get shared in chat, I have to repost them, and so I can't repost like a million links. But if people have like big stuff, then yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so because now we have two event type zeros, I'm just gonna put Cricket Race here so it doesn't happen as often. So map, yeah, edit this. So yeah, you at a local tavern, you can't find the map's owner, but you hear a number of wild tales about the region. So this is gonna be Cricket Race. So yeah, so Cricket Race edit is going to be a non-starter, no bonus points. Oh, it takes place in the forest. Wait a second. No, oh, it used to. Wait. Yeah, wait. But now it takes place in the village, right? Yeah. And that's because the map gets found at the river, and the river can can transition into the village. Excellent. Excellent. Hey, that's the new follower noise. Uh, Moriarty, is it? Sorry for mispronouncing your name, but welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. um, so, yeah, okay, so that works out well. Cricket Race is another one that I would have brought into the village, and I now have. All right, King Day stays in. Wait, what is King? Oh, King Day is still just a one-off. Yeah, I'm gonna put King Day back with the one-offs. I was gonna make more story to King Day, but it's nah, whatever. It's just a one-off. Still just a one-off. Mirror Universe is good. Mirror Universe takes place in the cave. No, it takes place in the mountains, I guess. Does it take place in the mountains? Yeah, I guess it'd have to because it transitions into the cave. Ogre Cave, that one takes place in the mountains and the cave. One-offs, yeah, I'll do those. Pirate Ship, yeah, Pirate Ship. I need to make those. Need to make that pirate ship. Wow, I've definitely set a record, or we have set a record for followers today. Straight Channel, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. I think, like, literally, I think we're up to, like, 130 followers or something. Thank you, everyone. And welcome. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, what do we have here? We have Boulder. Boulder definitely takes place in, like, probably, like, a cave, I think I put it. Bridge takes place in the forest. Cricket Race. Oh, whoops. Wait. Oh. Did I copied it here? Oh, I meant to cut it and paste it there. So let's get rid of the old version of Cricket Race because there's only supposed to be one version of it. Farmstead takes place probably a forest, right? Or does it take place in the river? It takes place in the river currently, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that's actually fine because like the village doesn't really feel like a farmstead. I think river is actually probably fine for that. Festival takes place in a village, yeah. Yes. Local villagers. Look at that. Right in the name of the event, or right in the first two words of the event. Local villagers host a spectacular festival in your honor. Ghosts, I think, will take place in an interior space once I make an interior space, but um, I think 902 followers. Wow. I had like at the beginning of last week I had 700 followers, so doing all right this week. Or it's been an interesting week so far. Um, so ghosts, yeah, that one. What is it? I think it takes place in a cave now. I think maybe. Yeah, it takes place in the cave, and like once we have the interior space, that'll make sense. But yeah. King Day takes place in the winter, or in the snow. Kitty Tree takes place in the forest, hopefully. Malady, yeah, this is the one that I edited already to take place in the village. Yeah, okay. Meadow takes place not in a village. Rainstorm does not take place in a village. Rescue takes place in the mountains currently, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that's fine because I feel like Rescue takes place not necessarily. Oh, Riot takes place in a village. Yes. Uh, yeah. Rescue mentioned the quest. Rescue mentions villagers, but I feel like I feel it actually takes place in it mentions villagers, but it takes place in the mountains. Like, because I feel like they get kidnapped and taken to the mountains or something. I feel like the rebel base is like located in the mountains. I feel like that would make more sense. Do I use a gaming keyboard? I I have a mechanical keyboard. I don't actually use it for like a lot of stuff, but I do have one. It's this guy here. Oh wait, I don't know why I'm keeping it plugged in. I can just like unplug it and then actually show it to you. Uh, yeah, this is the keyboard that I use for my desktop computer. I'm on my laptop now, because my laptop's newer and it has an SSD, so I like using it for work. But yeah, I have the nice mechanical keyboard for when I want to type like a professional. When I want to sound like a pro gamer. I can clack 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 clack. um, I should throw a mad party with barbecue in my California mansion at 1,000 followers. That means I only have 98 followers until I have to get a California mansion. if I have a California mansion by the time I get 1,000 followers, then that means either it's going to take me a long time to get 1,000 followers, or else something really good is going to happen in the near future. um. All right. Am I okay? I'm done now. I'm done converting those. I just want to check what the balance is now. So I have this other script that basically just counts out what's the balance. So right now there are 11 quests that take place in the village. Like I said, it was very in demand. So there are now 10 that take place in the mountain, 8 that take place in the cave, 10 that take place in snow. Only 6 take place in the forest now. I think all the ones that now take place in a village, I had just been cramming in the forest. So there's actually very few events that happen in the forest now, which is kind of funny. Yeah, that seems fine, I guess. Oh, you know what else I should do though is I should take account of the starters too. Um, because like for example in the snow, there are 10 events that take place in the snow, but I think only 3 of those are like starting events. Because like 7 of those events all come from the same quest chain. So maybe there are only like 4 starters. Uh, I'd just be curious to know how that is. So let's also what is it? It's event type count. Is that? No, that's the first thing. Oh, environment count. Yeah. So so let's say so like start count equals also a dictionary, and then and then event type count, event lines. Um, Event type count. Wait, how is this data structured? Yeah. So it's yeah. So event type count. Uh, alright. So if if event no if types if the length of types equals 1. This is so types is the first line of the quest data. It's this one here, the one that says the event type, and then if there's any other text in this line, then we know the event is not a starter. It's like part of a quest chain, and like not the beginning of a quest chain, but like something that happens in the middle of a quest chain. So hey, all right. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go, the missing link. You are now side quested. Oh, where did I learn to program? I learned to program in school. My first year of university, I majored in mathematics, but I didn't like feel passionate about it, so I decided instead to do like a more practical science. I like computer science because I like computers, and yeah, and so I studied it. um, that was where I got my I got my start. But a lot of like what I learned, a lot of what I do in programming, I pick it up as I go. Like once you get a start in computer science like that, it's wait, what is this print name business? Oh, right. Yeah, that's for blank ones. I don't have to worry about blank ones. Uh, yeah, this is fine. Okay. Oh, except this is supposed to be environment start counts. These all are, or these three are. Oops. There we go. Yeah. Once like you learn like one. Hey, that's the new follower sound. I recognize that. Double Miner, hey, welcome. Thank you very much for following. And yeah, welcome to the channel. uh, Once you get once you get a start in in computer science, like it's really easy to learn more like concepts. So like if you learn one language, like it's really easy to learn another programming language. So it's yeah, so I got my start, I guess, in school, but then like a lot of what I know now about programming is stuff that I picked up along the way since then. Like I'm working in Python now, but I never really studied that. Like like in school, I like worked almost entirely in C languages, but as soon as I finished studying, I started working in Java immediately. Like not because I had any background with it or like any experience with it, but I was just like, I'm gonna do this. Guigo Lima 97. Sorry for mispronouncing your name, but welcome to the channel. Thank you for following. um, all right, yeah. Okay. So now I think if I run this again, it'll tell me not just the oop, nope, it crashed. What is it complaining about? Indent expect. Oh, I forgot to indent this. Like this. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So save that, and then and now if I run this, it should tell me not just the yeah. All right. So mountains. Oh no, I'm not printing it out yet. I'm tabulating the data. I'm just not actually providing myself access to that data. So let's print env start count. Okay. So now we'll know not just how many events take place in any particular environment, but how many starters. Yeah, like I said, Snow only has 3 starters. So it looks like snow is healthier than forest, but forest has 5 starters, whereas snow only has 3. So if I was going to make more events at this point, I would probably actually make I would probably actually make more snow events, right? And then, I mean, one of the nice things now is that, like, previously I tried to make the events as generic as possible so that, like, because previously the events were not tied to the environment and they could happen, like, basically at any time. Yeah, Cave only has 4 starters. River only has 4 starters. So, like, even though these ones seem like they're doing really well, a lot of it is because of quest chains. Like, quest chains take you into these locations, or the events that happen in those places have a lot of like chains in them. So um, feels good. Feels good, man. Sorry, I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just going to mute the microphone for 1 second. But I will be. Oops, I did not mean to open Opera. Go away. Go away. Okay. I'm just gonna mute the microphone for 1 second, but I'll be right back. Sorry, just 1 second. Excuse me. Sorry. All right. So, what are you guys? What are you guys feeling? What are you guys? Were you guys? I like. There's a lot of stuff I could be working on right now. I could be doing like art stuff. I could be doing like design stuff. I could be doing like code stuff. So if anyone has a strong preference as to like what they'd be most interested in seeing, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. Um, when am I going to kick the thumb sucking habit? I don't know, man. I ask myself that a lot. Uh, who did you mistake me for, Marty VM? Yeah, I'm definitely not in Cali. I'm in. Wait here. I'll give you a. I'll show you. I'll show you the view outside my place right now. Hold on. Wait. Where is it? It was doop doop. Oops. Wait. Hold on. Was it this one? Yeah. This is my place. This is where I live. Yep. It is definitely not California. Uh, so, um, all right. So, can I develop a challenge game as a mini game, like something that is easy made? Uh, all right. I guess if you guys don't have a strong preference, I'm probably going to. I might do that. I mean, I know I said that other stuff is like higher priority, but I might do the. I might do what the thing about the event now button, the experience boost toggle, and the event rate tracker. I might do this now, just because it's like. Well, okay. So the tough thing here is that I don't know. Well, so for one thing, if I don't do this, I'm going to work on art instead. Or well, no, I could work on events. But like I just spent the last 2 days working on art, so I could use a little break from it. Oh, what question? Sorry. How do I make it look like your PC screen? Yeah, I do use a green screen. Here, I'll shatter the illusion for everyone. Properties. Doop doop. Ta-da! I literally just have like a green sheet here. So yeah, that's how that works. Sorry about that. Um, if I miss a question, it might be just that I missed it. So feel free to ask questions again, or It helps if you use my name in the question because that way it'll show up bright red on my screen. Uh, um, yeah. So I don't know exactly how I want to do this, but right now the way the secret control panel works is that the game works at like at just such a pace. In order for me to show off the game, like the missing lint for example was saying well, so earlier the missing link was like, hey, let's play side quests, and so I was like, okay, let's play side quests, and I hit the away mode button, and that caused an event to happen like basically immediately. Um, I don't, so like the other, so away, the reason that mode is called away mode is because I made that mode for when I actually have to step away from my camera. A green shirt. I, I actually have like, I actually have like 6 different shirts that I don't wear on stream because they're all different. Like they're either green, partly green, or like they're all green. Like I literally have a shirt that's the same color as my green screen. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Just because you mentioned it. Sorry, just 1 second. There is a very good reason why I can't wear this shirt on stream, right? I swear to you, I'm holding up a shirt right now. This is one of my shirts, and I just don't wear it on stream. Guys, well, I don't know. I could though. There's no reason I couldn't. um, spooky fingers. Oh, hey, look at all these level ups. Good job, guys. What a fine day for adventuring. Um, um, okay. Yeah, I can do that. I like never wear that shirt anymore because. Uh, all right. Yeah. Okay. So away mode. I put away mode into the game because sometimes I have to step away from my keyboard, and I'm always like, oh, I feel like a jerk. Like, if I'm leaving the keyboard, I figured I might as well put side quest into like super speed mode. Um, but at a certain point, I changed the way that side quest scoring system works so that events are worth a certain number of points, and like so like let's say an event happens and like people gain like 2 points. So there's this pool that like drops down a little bit because 2 points got spent from that pool, and so they go back up again and they recharge, but then so yeah so what the reason I put that in is because when a GM is controlling the game, like when a GM is controlling the game through chat, like they can like make events happen like rapid fire, and I didn't want a GM to like basically exploit the system just by like firing off like events. Like it would like screw up the balance and like of character progression. So yeah, so I put in like that regulation, but then away mode was suddenly not worth very many points, and so then I made it so that away mode doesn't use that pool and it just gives away free points. But now like I don't know. I feel like I kind of want like an away mode or like a version of away mode. I basically want to separate away mode from like the points bonus. So that I can have away mode like with or without the points bonus. So that way, for example, like oh yeah, and so then the other thing are like event now button, experience boost toggle. That was the one that I was just talking about. So that I don't have to have the experience boost toggle every time I activate away mode necessarily. Event now button, like yeah, so missing lint for example, uh missing lint earlier was like saying like I want a new quest. So if I had an event now button, I could just click that and like there you go. And then so the thing about that is like once I start adding in features like that, so the other thing on this list, or this is all like one big item of like a bunch of little features that all kind of like fit in the same in the color my hair green. That would be so disturbing. That would look so disturbing. Excuse me. Sorry. That looks so disturbing. Um, yeah. So if I start screwing with the if I start screwing with like the frequency and the rate of events and stuff like that, then the next thing that I would want is the event rate tracker, which is basically just like some indicator of like how frequently events have been happening, like what's been the average space, what's been the average like time between events, because like there's like kind of I feel like there's kind of like a correct rate for events, like I mean it's actually a little longer than it used to be, just due to various other factors. Like it actually, yeah, for better or worse, it's, huh. I compromised it a little bit, admittedly. I made it a little bit longer. I mean, not really. I made it, yeah. No, it's actually fine. Peso stash. Oh man. Oh no, you know what I should do is like green contact lenses, right? That would be good, right? I was just trying to think like what's the creepiest thing I could do? Contact lenses, right? Right? um all right. um yeah, so all right, I don't know. So this is like I was thinking like I might do this. I might just write more events. I might just write branching quests cuz like we were looking like Snow could use some help. Snow only has 3. River and Cave could each use some. Plus, like, I mean, like, a lot has been opened up. For I haven't even started writing new quests since I added in the whole quest environment correlation thing. So that's also really ripe. Maybe I'll just do that instead. I mean, I would kind of like. I would kind of like those other things. I would kind of like the meters and whatnot. But I guess it's not urgent. It's not urgent yet. I guess maybe. I don't know. Uh, we'll see. I'll probably start working on both. I'll probably do both of them at the same time. um, I can close the clone file. Um, all right, so I mean, some of this is actually going to be really easy now that I think about it. Like like the thing about the experience boost toggle, that one's going to be like super easy, and the event now button also super easy. So, oh. There is one thing that's a little weird about the event now button is epilogues. Hypothetically, if there was an epilogue and it didn't happen yet, but it was supposed to have happened, or it is supposed to happen, then actually the event now button doesn't actually immediately initiate the event. Epilogues are like little bits of text that can happen between events. Um, so, oh, we just jump cut. We just we were transitioning to the mountains and we just jumped. We just teleported directly into the mountains. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. I'm not always paying attention to that stuff. And there's nothing in. Oh man, I don't know why keeps happening. For some reason, like it shouldn't take the game longer than 16 minutes to transition, and yet for some reason, sometimes it seems like it takes like way longer than 16 minutes. And I don't know why. I have no clue why. Because the only reason it should ever jump cut is if it took more than 16 minutes to transition. I don't I don't know. Oh cool, Lauren got his owl. Is that Lauren? I assume that's Lauren. Oh wait, no, who is that? Is that Lauren? Someone got an owl. Someone's really high level. Who is that? Dang. I guess I'll find out later. Uh, no, it's got to be Lauren, right? It's got to be Lauren, right? Because no one else is that high level. I don't think. Uh, unless someone's been like killing it in levels, and I just haven't. I haven't been paying attention actually lately. So who knows? Maybe someone has. All right. So, uh, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Uh, yeah, I'm just like, sorry, I'm just like, I don't know why the game is not transitioning faster. I don't know why it's like I don't know why these jump cuts are happening. And it's like it's a little annoying because I mean if there was at least a reason like why they would be happening, then like I would know how to go about fixing them, but like just legit no offense people, but you're really whiny. Like the people who aren't whining right now, you're cool. You're awesome. Good job. Like I don't know how you managed to do it, but good job not being whiny. The rest of you could learn a few things. um sorry. um no the there's like there's a schedule as to how long it should take to transition. It can take upwards of 8 minutes to get from transition phase one to transition phase two, and it can take up to 8 minutes to get no, it can take exactly 8 minutes to get from transition phase two back to transition zero. Like for it to complete the, it takes exact that's the step that takes exactly 8 minutes. But for some reason, like we're getting these jump cuts implying that like somehow we've exceeded 16 minutes, and like it just doesn't make sense. It just really doesn't make sense. So, um, I don't know. I guess, like, I mean, there are other things I could do. Like, I could just make it so that, like, for example, whenever you change, environments. Oh, yeah. I could just make it so that if, ah, huh. Yeah, how would that work? No, it wouldn't work for event quests or like event chains. Like for event chains, I would have to make it so that every event chain, like so like right now, an event can take place in like, for example, no, I don't want to do other things because like, all right, so if I can't figure out why it's taking too long and not transitioning fast enough, like the fallback plan would be, for example, I could make it so that that there has to be two events in each sorry. I can make it so that there sorry. Sorry. Um, I sorry. Sorry. Um, I can I can make it so there have to be two events in each environment before we can incur the next transition. But that has like a lot of unpleasant like implications as to what we have to do with. Sorry, I'm gonna just because it's gonna. I think it's gonna help me think. I'm going to make the screen look weird. I don't like the pink version of the game. So in order for me to look at the game, I don't know. This is like just by making OBS like really big is like the only way for me really to see the game without the pinkness. So sorry, we're gonna do that for just a second. Um, so and I'm also gonna climb some stairs. I hope you don't mind. Um, so the what was it? The yeah. So if I make it so that we can't transition, like if for some reason these transitions persist in taking longer than 16 minutes, which they shouldn't. There's no reason why they should. Um, then I'd have to put in like other like parameter or like other precautions, I guess, to make it so that we don't like accidentally like need to transition too fast. Uh, for example, we might have to yeah have at least two events in each environment before transitioning. That has implications on quest chains in a number of ways. It means that quest chains can't have like, okay, so as an example, the Hall of Dragons starts in the river and the next event takes place in the forest, and then the next event takes place. Oh no, no, no! It takes place in the river, and then it takes place in the river again, which is fine. But then it takes place in the forest, and then it takes place in the mountain, and then it takes place in the cave. So, if there have to be two events in each environment before moving on, then it would have to go like river and like river, like two rivers is fine. But then it'd have to go like forest, forest, mountain, mountain, cave instead of forest, mountain, cave, which I guess is fine. Um, but then the other thing is like, what if there was, what if, okay, so what about Mirror Universe? Mirror Universe takes place in the mountains, and then the very next event takes place in a cave, in the cave. Um, because there's only one event before the transition, because it only goes mountain cave instead of mountain mountain cave, then like now Mirror Universe is not even a legitimate starter for the it's not a completely legitimate starter for oh yeah, thank you. I shouldn't stop walking. It helps me think to walk. Okay. Thank you for the reminder. Um, the yeah, so then there are like quests that are part of a chain that are no longer like, they just have like even more restriction on them. So maybe that's fine. Maybe we shouldn't even be transitioning between environments like every two events anyways, like maybe, or like every event, like maybe we should be waiting every two events to transition. But it's just like, it's annoying because there's no reason that we should have to do this. Like we should just be able to transition within 16 minutes. Like grrr. All I can say about it is grrr. That is how I feel about that. Um, and now like, I don't know. Cripes. I'm just gonna put in a card for it. So like, I need to I need to take some of this stuff out of my current task list because I'm not working on all of these things all at the same time. Uh, it's just not factually accurate for me to be doing that. So jump cut authoring, castle interior, pirate ship. Yeah, no, I'm not working on these things right now. But yeah. So I'm just gonna call it like transition pacing, uh, and events, uh, because I need to do something there. I either need to figure out why it's broken, or I need to do one of those things that I talked about. And whatever it is, I feel like it's fairly high priority. I'm gonna put it like towards the top of the list. Um, so what keeps it from transitioning within 16 minutes? That's a really good question. Like hypothetically, nothing, and yet we see the So okay, what's supposed to happen is okay. So an event happens, right? Okay, an event occurs. What was the most recent event? An event occurs. Oh, so the kidnapping. Rebel gang has taken innocent villagers hostage. You plan the rescue. Blah blah blah. The mission was a success. The villagers returned safe. The villagers returned safely to their families. Blah blah. That took place in the mountains. Okay, so when that event concludes, because we're in the mountains, the system will automatically pick the next event. It doesn't wait until the next event to pick the next event. It picks the next event up front, and then it checks what environment that event exists in. Like, because you know how there's so if you don't know, there's every event has an environment specified. So at the end of a mountain event, it'll pick an event at random from the mountain, from the snow, or from the cave, because the mountain can validly transition to either the snow or the cave. So it either picks another mountain event, and then nothing else happens. We just stay in the mountains until that event, and then so on and so forth. Or it picks a snow or a cave event, and because it picked it now, like it picked it as soon as the last event ended, it knows like, okay, well the next event is either a cave or a snow event. You know, let's say it was a snow event, so it knows like, okay, the next event is a snow event, so it should start transitioning immediately. It should, well, not immediately, but it should start transitioning as soon as possible. And like as I said, the timing for that is, oh, thank you. I'm not walking. Thank you. You're very good at reminding. Thank you, Twitch chat. um, thank you, Robin Twitch. Yeah, I am trying to walk. I'm climbing stairs right now, and I sometimes forget to. But yes, thank you for reminding me. um, okay, so yeah, the timing of a transition, it takes exactly 8 minutes to transition. From the start of the transition to the end of the transition, takes 8 minutes. But if I mean, like really, like, um, oh wait a minute. Oh, I think I know what it is. It's not that the full transition takes 8 minutes. It's that the oh yeah. Hypothetically, a transition can take 24 minutes. Yeah. It's because it takes 8 minutes to transition in and 8 minutes to transition out. Shoot, that's what I hadn't been thinking of. So what mic do I use? I actually don't know what type of mic I use because I'm on a laptop and I didn't buy a microphone for it. There's just a microphone somewhere in my laptop. So if I talk to my laptop, you guys can hear me. So I don't know. That's a good question. Would it be in like the I mean, I guess this is probably not a very helpful answer, but maybe if I go to maybe if I go to my device manager or something, it'll it'll say uh, audio inputs. It's Realtek, I guess. Realtek high definition audio is the it properties. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, thank you. I I think my room is pretty good for acoustics, I guess. It's like well, it's not like magical or anything, but like I don't know. I think that helps. um oh yeah, so Robin Hood Twitch, the game that we're working on right now is also the game that you see on the bottom of the screen. Oh yeah, so the thing that I just realized is yeah, so it takes exactly 8 minutes to transition, but after well okay, so it takes exactly 8 minutes to reach I don't know how to describe this. Okay, wait, so like okay, so picture these mountains, right? These mountains fit all the way across the screen, right? It takes exactly 8 minutes to get from one side of the screen for this mountain, which this mountain is like almost to the edge of the screen, right? This mountain, it took 8 minutes for this mountain to get from that side of the screen all the way to here. Or by the time it exactly leaves the screen, that'll be the exact 8 minute anniversary of of it entering the screen. Yeah, so um um I I I didn't think this was actually going to cause a problem, but I guess technically, no, what would cause that? Oh, okay, so hypothetically, yeah. Okay, so hypothetically, a jump cut could happen if, because it can take as much as 24 minutes to do a full transition. A jump cut can happen if two transitions get queued up back to back, and that's because the first, let's say, so the first one takes 24 minutes, right? And it only takes 16 minutes to get at least to the halfway point of the transition. And as long as we're past the halfway point of the transition, like if we're halfway between the if we're past the halfway point between mountains and snow, that counts as in snow because it has to be one of the two, right? You're either in the mountains or you're in the snow. And if you're past the halfway point, then that's valid. You count as being in the snow. So that's fine. No jump cut necessary. But then if the next transition happens immediately, yeah. So I guess I should just do the thing I was talking about making it so that you need to at least have two events in the same place before you move on to the next environment. I think, which is fine. It'll just have some implications on event authoring and I mean, worst case scenario, I can always just accept the jump cuts. Like if I don't put in like the multiple events or whatever, then all that means is that it'll just jump cut. It'll just it'll just realize that it's not going to make it there in time, and it'll just jump cut. So I, yeah, I guess that's fine. Um, yeah, it would like there are things I could do to change that, but like there's nothing I could do that would be worth it. Like there's a bunch of stuff that would like be not at all worth it, and I don't feel like doing that stuff. So, uh, yeah. Uh, okay, so maybe I'll do that first then. Actually, maybe I'll do that before. And that should actually be pretty straightforward because all I have to do is say, uh, oh yeah, that's weird. I might want to do this as part of like a even smarter, bigger overhaul sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the other thing I can do is I can yeah, the transitions are fully fully drawn. They're fully rendered. So when the transition happens, I like the transitions. They're cool to me because I don't know. There's like one of my favorite visual effects in the game. I put a little bit of work into them, and I think some of them came out really well. Also, so uh, yeah, I do like them. Uh, which is, I guess, why I dislike jump cuts so much. Because when it just teleports from one place to the other, it's just like I don't know. It's like arbitrary. It's not exciting. um, yeah, one thing that I thought of doing before is like I was saying, the transition itself takes actually yeah. So I guess at this point it's more accurate to say the transition itself takes 16 minutes, but the other 8 minutes the other 8 minutes those ones those ones are optional. And I think if I like so one thing I could do is I could am I Christian? I think technically I am Christian. Like I'm not very practicing or anything. Like I don't go to church or anything like that, but I think like Christian just means that like you ascribe to like Christian sensibilities, right? I because I went to I think that's true because when I was younger I went to my friend's Bible group and so I learned a little bit about it, and so I think I don't know. I think technically I am. I'm not a very good Christian. Like I'm not. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna top the leaderboards in Christianity or anything. But I think technically I am. I guess I don't know. Um, excuse me. Yeah. So the 16 minutes in the transition are mandatory. There's an optional 8 minutes, and that just has to do with like when I happen to initiate uh, the call. Like there are like so like I was saying, there's it takes 8 minutes for like a mountain to make it from one side of the screen to the other. There's actually only one magical place where the transition can happen. Let's say it's like right here. Let's say this is the magical place where the transition can happen. So the 8 minutes, like those 8 flex minutes, are the 8 minutes it takes for like the eight-ish, anywhere from 0 to 8 minutes that it takes for this magical marker to hit the edge of the screen. Because the transition, like we can only switch from phase one to phase two of the transition at that exact moment. So the other thing that we can do instead of just waiting for and like instead of just waiting for the next time that moment occurs, we can plan the event for when that next time will occur. By which I mean like let's say an event is scheduled for like the 15-minute mark or whatever. Okay, but let's say the next magical transition window happens at like the 16-minute mark. Um, the event won't have time to conclude before that magical transition window. So what we can do is we can just look for that when that magical transition window will happen, and then move the event. So like if it helps to just move the event up a little bit, we can basically like pull it forward in time a little bit, I guess. Uh, so um, I yeah. uh, sorry, just catching up on chat real quick. Um, so I maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that at the same time. So maybe like the transition pacing and events thing. Yeah, because it was just occurring to me like even like because of yeah, I hadn't even considered the 24-minute thing, because really what'll happen is if you're just picking these events at if you're picking this timing at random, then it will actually on average take about 24 minutes to do these not on average 24 minutes. On average it'll take 20 minutes to do these transitions because we're picking randomly in an 8-minute window, so it averages out to about 4 minutes, and then 4 minutes plus 16 minutes. um, yeah, so we can bring it down from 20 minutes to 16 minutes. Oh. Oh, okay, so we could do that instead. So yeah, maybe I should do that first. Because we can bring it down to guaranteed 16 minutes, and 16 minutes is plenty of time. Because events happen every 15 minutes, and the events take. Oh, you know what I could do also is the events take 2 minutes. Like the event windows are open for 2 minutes. So what I could do is I could just make it so that yeah, I could just make it so that the events happen according to this schedule, this 16-minute schedule, if I wanted to. Um, I could just make the events happen every 14 minutes and take 2 minutes to conclude. So, bada bing, bada boom. Uh, we'd always hit these magical windows. Um, so yeah, that seems good. And then wow, we've been getting a lot of level ups today. um, uh, congratulations, everyone. um, so all right, so what should I do first? All right, so yeah, so transition pacing and events. I think it's gonna mean like pacing the events to the transitions. Actually, I think that's what it's gonna mean. So, huh? Oh, this is gonna be weird. Uh, um, can you smoke dried clover? I bet you could. Whether you'd want to or not, I don't know. I mean, you could smoke dried anything, right? You could smoke dried breadcrumbs or like dried sawdust. But like, whether you'd want to or not, that's another question altogether. All right. So yeah, let's just jump into this pacing and events thing. All this pacing and events business we've got going on here. Um. Oh, this is so weird. This is so weird. Um, because we're changing a big. Oh yeah, wait. So how does the way mode work? A way mode like kind of doesn't. A way mode just gets really weird. I can't even like worry about way mode right now. Um, because basically, yeah, the automated event system. It's going to. It's going to. Is it gonna have like two? Is it gonna have like two pieces to it? Like, is it gonna? Okay, so I guess like at the event. So the event window now, like like right now, it's just hard coded. It's every 15 minutes. There's a new event. Um, so I guess like I'll be changing it to say that every 8 to 16 minutes there'll be a new event instead, and anywhere in that 8 to 16 minute window is the position in that 8 to 16 minute window is chosen based on the timing of this of these transition frames, like these transition opportunities. So uh, yeah. Um, you have a star above your head because you're really good at this game. The stars represent the players who are doing the best right now. Every time you participate in an event, you get energy based on how well you did in that event, and everyone's energy levels are slowly draining. But the players with the highest energy levels are the ones that get the stars. So if you have a star, it means you have the highest energy level because you've been doing the best in events lately. That's what that means. Um, so I'm just trying to think of how I want to set up this conditional statement, because like I don't actually have like any sense of real timing around these transitions. They're all just based on the position of the background, which I guess I can depend on because I changed the timing system to like apart from like unforeseeable like hitches and processing, which I don't think I really have to worry about. Like we had hit some of those previously, but actually I guess we can check if we hit any of those today. Um, uh, Actually, yeah. So whoa, why is the average passive value at 53? There must be someone here with a high average passive or with a high passive value. Wait, why does Fengra Tripnu have 112 passive points? Am I reading that correctly? Whoa. Yeah, why do all these people have really high passive values? Oh, I know why. Yes, I do. Yes, I sure do. The people who have incredibly high passive values right now are the people who are here the time that we hit that bug where some people got ridiculous amounts of passive passive points. Sorry, I'm just gonna check something real quick, which is I'm gonna scan our logs for what was it? Delayed frame. Delayed frame. Because I don't think we actually have. Yeah, cannot find. Actually, I should probably start at the top. Uh, okay, so there's one. Oh, whoa. There was one, apparently. Uh, huh. When was this? Also, at some point, someone missing lane. Oh, at one point you said you like the blue sky layer that fades out. Thank you. Yeah, I added that. I added that at a certain point. I forget when. I just like I don't know. I wanted to like blend. I wanted the graphics to like blend with the background and the rest of the. I thought it just like tied it together a little bit. So thank you. Um, so it's kind of hard to tell whether these are legit dropped frames or not because the frames I can also incur dropped frames, but if I drag around the window, and I was dragging around the window a lot, so that might have been all that was. There haven't been like long runs of them, which is good. I should try and like not drag that window around as much as possible because if there are delayed frames happening, then that's kind of like a thing. So delayed frames are like the one thing that could actually like change the timing of these windows, but it actually changes it for the better. It can't accidentally advance a window. Like, we can't accidentally miss a window, but we could accidentally have to wait an extra, like, several moments in order for in order for the window to arrive. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I can just do this the stupid way up front. It's just make it so that, and maybe the stupid way is is also the correct way. Event. Whoops, wrong window. Uh, so if we go to event cooldown. So what if we just put the event cooldown at 8 minutes, right? No, it should be slightly less than 8 minutes, just in case. Uh, so yeah, slightly less than 8 minutes. 8 minutes though? Oh, wait. No, no. We should just set it. We should just set it correctly up front, and then like not tool with it, not like fiddle with it. Oh, this is weird. Ugh. Maybe I should just do 2 events per transition. Just 2 events per transition, or two events per environment. Maybe that would be the safer option, or the easier option. I mean, yeah, that one. Whoa! Why is it snowing in the middle of? No, that's good, right? That's like because we're actually transitioning. Okay. On my screen, I couldn't see. Oh no, there is something screwed up there, isn't there? Look how heavily it's snowing over here. And like, look how not heavily it's snowing over here. All right, yeah, no, there is something messed up about that. Uh, what is it? Why is that so screwed up? Weird. Sorry, did we just transition Goofy or did we transition Standard? Uh, where's phase 1? I'm assuming it's Goofy because no, it's phase 1. No, it wasn't Goofy. Hmm. Weird. What the heck was up with that? Why is there so freaking much snow happening? It was just that, right? It's better now. Like now there's snow, but it's just the normal amount, right? Is this because I haven't restarted the scripts recently? No. The data shouldn't have been affected. Huh. That was so weird. So weird. Alright, so sorry, I'm getting all that other stuff I was working on. I just want to look into this real quick. So I'm gonna open the clone script and oh, I forget what state I left this in. All right. Well, what transition phase was that? That was like, yeah, whatever. It was one of like the mid phases. Okay, so where would this be? This would be, oh yeah, so the cheat to change the speed of the animation is in this section here. BG's name, so let's start in the mountains. And let's start with, or let's have the no animation cooldown thing. Okay, I'm just want to see if I can get that to happen over here. So let's wander to snow. Excelsior. Phase 1 initiated. Yeah, I have. Hey, Blast McGurk, how's it going? um, yeah, there. So the snow, like, we can transition from the mountains to the snow, like that. That can happen. But when we do that, it's supposed to start snowing slowly. Like, it's probably actually working correctly now, right? Actually, where is the snow? Wait, it should have started snowing by now, shouldn't it have? No, okay. It just like took forever and then it started snowing? Maybe that's fine. That looks not broken. I don't know. Maybe that was correct. That might have been correct. Yeah, because the snow frame is supposed to match the transitions frame, so I think that was actually correct. So why didn't it work before? Hold on, let's go to mountains, Excelsior, and then let's wander to snow again. Excelsior. It was just like, it was like, what was it? What would cause that? I have no clue what would cause that. No clue. And it's clearly just not happening anymore. It was like there was like extra snow transition slides like happening like before, like this is the actual snow transition slide. So it starts snowing very lightly at first, and then it builds up. But for some reason, it was like this heavy snow that we have like in the thick of it. Like it was doing that way too soon. It was doing this heavy snow like way up front, and so it looked crazy. Uh, so good job. Uh, Good job riding. What is happening? What is happening in the game right now? What is happening in the game right now? Do you see this? What is just a giant. Oh, is this what's happening? No. No, this is new. This is different and also broken. But this is new. What? Oh, this is weird. This is just weird. What on earth would cause that? There's just this like lump of brown in the middle of the. What is it? What is the? It doesn't think it's transitioning anymore, does it? Wait, phase 6 initiated. Are we just stuck in phase 6 or something? Why does it never say phase 7 initiated? Why does it never say phase 8 initiated? Why did it never... Oh, there... No? What the... I have no clue what is going on with that. It just got to phase 6 of the transition, and then just kind of like chilled out. Just kind of like... Just kind of stopped. um... And then it just did that weird stuff with the well, no, I guess that's actually makes sense. If it's stuck in phase 6, then it would do that, wouldn't it? It would continue to show parts of the transition slide. Why is it stuck in event 6 though? And why is it stuck in phase 6? Does this have something to do with this must have something to do with the jump cuts. Yeah, right. I think because we did. So what I think. I mean, I'll probably go back and watch this in the archives just to be sure. But I think what happened is we transitioned from mountains to snow, and there was something wrong there because I was seeing something weird with the snow. But we were transitioning, right? Because when I looked at the logs, it said we were like, we had these like phase. These are the transition phases, so like I think we were like somewhere in like phase 4, phase 5 or something. I think what happened is, well, we got to transition phase 6, but we still haven't gotten to transition phase 7. Transition phase 6 to 7 is not supposed to take long. So I think we're literally still in transition phase 6. So I think if we keep going, and I think, we will keep going, and I think what's going to happen is that piece of the no, maybe not. I was gonna say the piece of the yeah. Look at this. Oh, phase 8. Now I think we're in phase 8. Why? What? Okay, so for one thing, what on earth happened to phase 7? And what is happening now? I swear I haven't changed this code in like a million years. It's just. No, this is just this is just exciting. All right, so there's clearly like very big things are wrong with what's happening right now. It's not a small thing that's wrong with what's happening right now. It's in fact a very significant thing that is wrong with what's happening right now. So let's look into these Wait a second. It must be one of those like situations where the print got interrupted by another print because it's got to be in there somewhere. Phase 7 has to be in there somewhere. I feel like I'd be really surprised if it wasn't in there anywhere. File new, paste. So yeah, phase 7. Let's go. So where's phase 6? All right, so let's find the next instance of phase 7. It's got to be in here. How did we literally were not allowed to go from phase 6 to phase 8? That's literally not allowed. So that doesn't make any sense. It has. I don't. I don't. I am not enthusiastic about this. No. All right. Let's look at the part where. Let's look at the part where we actually have the call out, like the shout out to phase 8. So the phase 8 initiated thing. Oh. Oh, actually, the way I have it written. Oh. Oh, well, that's why I never said phase 7. I actually don't have it. It's not supposed to say phase 7. Okay. So that makes a little bit of sense. What still doesn't make sense, though, is why the what, how, and so on and so forth. Um, I guess what must have happened. Oh, wait. What if what if one of these is using the wrong layer for comparison purposes? I feel like that's got to be it, right? It's supposed to be background and midground. No, background and near ground are supposed to use BGTS. It's got to be related to this, I feel like. So background and near ground use BGTS. Midground, near ground, foreground. Oh, I never. Oh, you know what else is? I never did. Sorry, it just occurred to me. I'm actually not 100% done with the village because I never did the foreground for the village. Uh, uh, I yeah. In order to get wait, BGOS. Yeah. In order to get like that, in order to get that stuff working, I I change these conditionals, and these are the conditionals that determine what, like shifting from one phase to the next. So is this one mistaken? Foreground scroll 0. I feel like not. I feel like it wouldn't be. I mean, the whole point of like the foreground and the whole point of this change is that the foreground and the oh the foreground though the foreground. If it was the midground, I would have said certainly not. But the foreground, is there something I don't understand about how the foreground scrolls that could be causing this? Like if hypothetically, if I still don't know what would be up with the snow that we saw at the very very beginning. That'd be weird. But uh, hey Marty BM, too bad this is Python and there's no such thing as switch blocks. Huh? 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 In Python, if you want to do a switch, you do elifs. That's how it works. Thanks, though. um, thank you so much for your help. Sorry. Okay. I'm a little on edge. Just a little. Okay. So. The foreground. The foreground's kind of a wild card. It moves really fast, so I guess I wouldn't be too surprised if I guess I wouldn't be too surprised if the foreground is like doing something unseemly. I mean, it's possible that I should just change how these conditionals work because they are a little precarious. I mean, if I'm changing the whole timing of the transition system, like that's like one thing I could uh I have no clue who Guido van Rossum is. But you do it. I fully support you. Um, yeah. So basically, like these conditionals are all based on the position of the of the slides. Um, it checks the position of the slide relative to uh, those like those edges I mentioned before, the ones that allow the transitions to occur. And I mean, part of the reason I did it that way is that like once upon a time I was tweaking the balance of like the speeds of of the slides as they animate. So I could just like I'm not like now that I know how fast those slides are supposed to animate, I could just like hard code it instead. Uh, I mean, like what one thing I could do is I could I could time it. I could time it out, like because I know how long that I like. It used to be that I had to wait until these slides reached a specific position, but now I can just tell the game to do it. You know, like I don't know the time. So like the time between uh, phase one and phase two is still very particular, but like the difference between like phase two and phase three is now fixed. The time between phase three and phase four, etc. Those are all fixed. Um, so it just seems really weird that would happen. Like, why now? I mean, there are more things that. Oh, I have a hunch as to one thing that might be weird. No. Yeah, I was gonna say the environment destination might be screwing things up because like I added in this this variable that I can choose that I can set to in order to like what transition phase does it think we're in? I think we're in phase 9, or it might think that we're done with the transition. I don't know. I won't worry myself about that too much. Um, I just think the environment destination might be messing things up, but like the environment destination only really like we only ever really take into account the environment destination when bgtrans not equals or when bgtrans equals 0. I think there's like basically no other references to it. Oh, I'm also looking at the clone file right now. I should probably not be doing that. Just in general. Like that's dangerous. Uh, so uh, so env destination. Yeah. So for one thing, I should add in the phase print for phase 7 since since I don't know why not. And then yeah um wait a second. BG trans equals 1. Yeah. Oh yeah. Uh oh. Oh, wait a second. No. Environment destination is used for. Is there a situation where? Is there a situation where where we might accidentally like miscalculate BGTS and BGOS? I wonder. No, I guess I mean again that wouldn't really affect uh phase 7. And phase 7 was the one that. No. Phase 7. That might have been a MacGuffin. The fact that phase 7 was messed up, because that was just I got that impression based on the fact that that print never happened, but the print wasn't happening because it wasn't supposed to happen. So maybe it is the BGTS BGOS thing. I mean, this is like the biggest thing that's changed here in a long while. So, uh, huh. So if it wasn't phase 7, what if it was phase 6? I wish, man. I wish I could get it to happen in the other hacky version of the script, because the fact that it like everything works cleanly there is disconcerting. I feel like more things should be broken. Um, is it? It seems to be okay now, I guess. It seems that it eventually did right itself. Uh, oh yeah, I'm also going to re-enable this print just so I can keep track of when the phases end. Ah, man. It seemed like it. I don't, like maybe this is just a coincidence, but it seemed like it got interrupted by the event. Like when the event started, like it's almost as though it didn't progress through phases during the event or something weird like that. I don't know why that would happen. There's nothing There's nothing relevant to. Uh, there's nothing about this code block that pertains specifically to events. So there's no reason that like this just has to do with animation. This happens every time we animate the scene. We check for that sort of thing. So, uh, yikes. I guess, hmm. I could just put in like, I could put in like a whole bunch of debug information, which might help to solve it, but like I just really don't anticipate, I really don't see myself solving it right now. Which is, I don't know, it's a little sad. Congratulations to everyone who leveled up. Uh, I just like, yeah, I don't know, the script's been running all day too, so it's hard to know exactly like clearly something was messed up before even before we saw that weird like transition happening, like the weird transition that came out of nowhere. We saw like the hey, I leveled up. Cool. Uh, hey, got a new follower. Even cooler. Mighty Soxer, hey, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. um, uh, so, yeah. I guess, gosh, what's the best way to like unpack this? Like, what information is gonna get me quickest to figuring out what the heck is going on? That's the puzzle right now. Do the events and the settings use the same timer, or can they become slightly desynchronized? Right now, the events are on their own thing, and the environment is it's completely different. So they're completely unrelated. But some of the stuff I'd been talking about was like finding some way to like get them to work together, but I haven't done anything along those lines yet. So if this stuff is getting messed up, it's just getting messed up by itself. And it is getting messed up as we saw. um, so yeah, well, all right. So the first weird thing that I saw was the snow falling too soon. No, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about this right now. Clearly something's messed up and it's weird and I don't like it, but I think I need to go back and look at the. I just kind of need to go back and look at the archives to see what it was. Like how long have things been screwing up for? And it'll be really helpful to see it like on YouTube where I can just like scroll back and forth and like flip through the video to like get because like I don't know enough about what's going wrong right now to even know where to start looking for more information because the animation system renders every frame and like this script has been running for the past like almost 10 hours now, so it's like am I really going to be checking twice every second for 10 hours in hopes that some pertinent like debug information will come through? Like how am I supposed to like parse that data? Like I don't know. Yeah, so like without so okay, so there are a few things are going through my mind right now. Like for one thing, that's like a disturbing amount of data to figure out, and then the other thing is that if I refactor this stuff, like I was saying, to like to align the event system and the transition environment transitions, it's possible I might skip this bug. It's possible that this bug got introduced when I was trying to coordinate the events and the environments without them synchronized on timing. So maybe by synchronizing them on timing, clearly something's wrong with the current system, but it's possible that the new implementation would like things would be right with it. Like it wouldn't suffer the same problem. So I yeah yeah I what um yeah I'll. I think I'm so yeah. So in terms of like chasing down this bug, well, I'll make a note of to myself so that I don't forget about it. So it's like screwy snow or screwy mountains snow transition. Why? I don't know. um, I'm not gonna actually take any specific action on it now, which is really depressing. But yeah. Um, so am I gonna do the other thing? I mean, it's possible that I should just do the other thing. It's possible that I should still do this other thing. Or no, what was it? The pacing and events. Um, am I 100% on how I would be going about doing this? If I was to go about doing this, I would be putting in a 7 minute and 50-second cooldown on events. So after an event, we would wait. Actually, no, it wouldn't even be that long. It would be from the end of the event. It would be because events are 2 minutes long, so it would actually be 5 minutes and 90 seconds, or not 90 seconds, 5 minutes and 50 seconds. So it'd be a 5 minute 50 second cooldown at the end of the event, and then it would just go on the very next. Wait, is that legit? Yeah. So, huh? I mean, hypothetically, then like the next event could happen like 5 minutes after, like 6 minutes after the previous event. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I guess that would only be happening in the case where it got off track for whatever reason and is trying to like correct itself. Uh, so like if I enter away mode and then I exit away mode, then there might be an event that happens like super fast like that. Hmm. I might actually want to do this other one first about the event rate tracker because if I have the event rate tracker, no, that's fine. Yeah, no, this is fine because now events will happen anytime, anywhere between 8 to 16 minutes apart, which I've said like a few times now. I've probably sound like a broken record. Uh, I mean, incidentally, events used to happen on an even wider scale, so this would actually be like a noticeable acceleration in the events, which might be fine. Maybe if like maybe if the events happened a little more often, that would be okay. And actually, they would be pretty regular. They would be mostly quite regular. It'd only be like in the case of the yeah, it'd only be in the case of those like interruptions that would be happening anyways. So and like if I really don't like it, I could always change it so that the events only happen instead of happening 8 to 16 minutes. I could have them happen at 16 to 24 minutes. And like, well, that's actually specifically what I was thinking of, like the event rate tracker, maybe doing it first, or not even necessarily doing it first, but by integrating the two. I can have it so that like if the events have been happening too rapidly, like if too many events have been happening in too short of a time span, then then we could wait instead of going every 8 minutes, going every 16 to 24 minutes. So yeah, I'll just do these. I'll just do the transition pacing and events real quick because I think it actually is really quick, hypothetically. I mean, clearly there are some things that are not working quite right now, but of the things that are working, then this like if this all goes according to plan, that it could be pretty fast. Yeah. So right. So the first step is to edit the event cooldown. Uh, so yeah. So event cooldown. Go up. Yeah, there it is. So right now it's 900 seconds. So what is 5 minutes? Oh, actually no. It should be 7 minutes and 90 seconds. Or no, excuse me, 7 minutes and 50 seconds, which is how many? Calculator. So seven. I didn't need a calculator for this, but 7 times 60 is 420. Yep. Plus 50 is 470. So 470 minus event dir, just so that way if I tune event dir separately, I won't forget to adjust this value. All right, so 470 minus event dir, so that'll be just underneath the 8 minute window. So that just so that if there's like a slight bit of variability in the uh, um, if there's I don't know if there's like a slight bit of variability over either way, we won't miss we won't miss it. I don't necessarily expect that to happen, but there are a lot of things that happen that I don't necessarily expect. So now the other conditional to put in is what? Oh yeah, so for one thing, we should say event time equals this at the start as well. Time plus this amount minus that. Oh yeah, plus. Whoops. Because this is the first event. This is like what the value gets initialized to. So the first event should be that way. Um, I mean, I yeah. All right, so yeah, I guess this condition is just going to get a little weirder because we have this condition down here where we evaluate whether to activate the event or not, and it's already a little weird, but I guess it's just going to get slightly weirder. Where is it? It's like right here. Wait, where is it? Oh no, it's further. It's further down than this. Uh, Here it is. All right, so yeah. All right, so if event time is less than frame time, and uh, and uh, oh whoa. Oh, it's weird. And event on. Or. Yeah, I can't. I use event time for turning the event on and for turning the event off, which is awkward, but whatever. So in the case that if the event is on, I don't want to delay the event turning off. The event is supposed to turn off on schedule, and I really should not be interfering with that. However, in the case that event is not on, then we need the condition, what? We need the condition that um oh gosh, this is gonna be so weird. Oh gosh, no, it's just gonna be weird in general. Because we have to check either of the frames, because either of the frames are valid for transitioning. Um, should we? Maybe we should only do this if. Maybe we should only do this if. If what? We should only do this if. No, we just alright, whatever. No, like putting more conditions on like when we do this is not going to make it a simpler statement. So, I'll start basic first. What is it? It's BG. No, it's yeah BG dot. Wait, what? Oh, BG dot dot. uh, wait, what? No, what is it? What do we call the current background? Uh, it's the current background is BG. What? What is it? Oh, env, not BG at all. Derp, env. So env dot uh, layers index BG the conditional that I'm putting together right here is going to be very similar to the conditional that we use to determine whether to enter frame frame. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Uh, so it's the right. So it's the conditional. Okay. Uh, to enter BG. Yeah. So environment dot layers BG speed minus G width is greater than environment layers BG scroll BGTS. Except we don't have BGTS as the thing. So we have to put that in this conditional. We have to look for either of them. Wait, if it's we're checking if it's greater than speed minus the G width is greater than. So we're checking if the scroll position is less than. Yeah. Wait. But this just tells us the position. We need to convert that into time. Gosh, this is crugly. So no, we should not do it this way. We should not be calculating this within the conditional. We should be checking this, but we should be checking this. Yeah, no. So forget. Well, actually, no, well, I will put in another conditional here, but it's not going to be such a big crazy conditional. Or do we even need one? Can we just regulate event time accordingly? Yeah, maybe when we check event time, that's when we should be doing this. And so because we said event time in a lot of different places, I guess actually like every time. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's actually the simplest. Every time so uh so I'm just going to add in a variable for transition window. So like transition window Wando transition window equals for starters it equals time time dot time plus 800, I guess. Um, this is going to be an approximate value. It's not going to be an exact value. Uh, so, yeah, basically what we're going to do is, oh man, I've almost been streaming for 10 hours at this point. Why do I wear gloves all the time? It's chilly where I am. I do not live in California, and one of my pet peeves is cold fingers when typing, so I wear gloves because I don't need to have cold fingers while typing. I can have nice warm fingers while typing, and that makes me happy. That's why I wear gloves. I don't actually wear gloves all the time. I wear the gloves. I wear the gloves on stream because when I'm on stream, I'm either typing or using a stylus, which also is nice to have warm fingers for. Um, so when you guys see me, I'm wearing gloves, but yeah. Okay. Or maybe I do wear them all the time. I don't know. Okay, the transition window at the start of the game we can say is the time plus 800. Or no, it's not even 800. What am I thinking? It's 8 times 60, which is 48. 480. And then whenever we complete a transition, the transition window is the same. So yeah, this is way simpler. Instead of trying to like do weird like math calculation or stuff at awkward times, we're just gonna say whenever we're done transitioning, the next transition window. Actually, no. It's not when we're done transitioning, it's when we enter phase 2. After we enter phase 2, then the next transition window is 800 seconds in the future. Why can I not go to the right place right now? There it is. Yeah. When we enter phase 2, this means that the next transition window is going to happen in exactly 480 seconds. So we, instead of saying time.time here, we can just say frame time. Frame time plus 480. So now we want to check. Oh yeah. No, we were saying we're going to use We're going to use transition window to set. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, this only. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, because this actually, if we set it here, this will only take effect when a transition has actually happened. It won't be keeping track of the transition window when I won't be keeping track of the transition window when just naturally cycling through the environment. However, there is a place where we do something similar to that. It is where it's where we slide the frames. Oh, which is actually further down. Oh, we do them all together. Huh. So I guess that's fine, actually. I can just put in a conditional here that just says if env dot layers index bg dot scroll index 0 equals 0. Wait, 0? Yeah. Yeah, equals 0. Or 1600. Either way. 0 or 0 G width. Either of those values are fine. Yeah. Whatever. So okay. So or if either of the scroll values equals 0. Or scroll index 1. So these are the two opportunities that we have to initiate a transition. And if either of these equals 0, that means we're literally on that window. So we'll say, oops, okay. So what do we say then? Transition window equals frame time plus, what was it, 480? Yeah. All right, so now whenever we set, so now transition window is always going to be, right, so now transition window represents that 0 to 8-minute value. Specifically, it represents that value in the future. Yeah, that point of time. It represents a point of time 0 to 8 minutes into the future. Yeah. So now basically whenever we set event, so now whenever we set event time, which is a lot of different places. So frame time plus 60. Yeah. All right. I guess there are some situations where I do want it to happen soon, but then, yeah. So there are times when we want it to happen soon. So I won't actually care about transition window all the time. I'll care about it in the cases where we're actually setting it to be a significant like number. Time plus 300. No. Delay events. Delay event. Okay, yeah, no, this is fine. So this is a special button that I have, which I don't know. Global transition window. Oops. Transition window. So event time is going to equal transition window plus 800. No, it'd be, well, so it'd be, or not, it's still not 800. It'd be 480, but no, 470. Oh, right, we already calculated that. Derp. I'm not smart. So yeah, now when I hit the delay events button, it's actually going to set it back to anywhere from 8 to 16 minutes. It used to only set it back like 5 minutes, but whatever. I don't use that button very often. And I can undo that button. That button's basically the opposite of away mode. It's the delay events button is only if I'm writing an event using the so if I'm using the secret panel and I'm typing like a custom event here and I don't want to get interrupted by an event by the automated system, I can hit the delay events button and that gives me time to finish typing. Is what that's about. Okay, so where are the other places where we reference event time? I mean, I'm basically like using. Well, you know, in this case, time.time is basically equivalent to the event duration. Oh, the event duration. Yeah, wait. I forgot about that one. So 470 minus the event duration. Minus event duration. Maybe I should make that as a value. 470 minus event duration. Just so I don't have to keep remembering to type 470 minus event duration. That seems sensible. So event duration, event cooldown. Oh, event cooldown. Oh, yeah, right. But that's, oh, yeah, event cooldown. Yeah, no. I do have that value. Event cooldown. Event cooldown. 470. Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, good then. So plus event cooldown. Yes. Okay. Good. Good then. Good. Tut. Okay. So, yeah. Yes, indeed. So that's fine. Away event time. That's something different entirely, and I just really can't care about that. Frame time. So this is a situation where. Oh no! I don't want to do this anymore. Do I? No, I do. Yeah, I still want to do this, I guess. Wait, if event time is less than frame time plus 60, if event time is less than frame time plus 60, I guess that's fine. If event time is less than frame time plus 60. Alright, sure, whatever. I don't care. Okay. So these are all instances where the event timing can get screwed up based on... No, 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 no. I don't want to do this one anymore. Yeah. I don't know. There's another situation where... Like, I'm putting specific timing on an event because I used to be able to just do that whenever. I used to have, like, no repercussions when I did that. So, uh, that's fine. Alright. Uh, so, I'll just continue doing it. Because, like, basically... Yeah. No, I'm just going to get rid of this part. Because this is the part where... Yeah, this is the part where... yeah, no, I don't care about this. That's not important anymore. Yeah, no, I can get rid of that. Okay. Wait, is that... Yeah, yeah. Alright, so get rid of that. Okay. This is the situation where we're uninitializing the GM. So the GM has departed, and we used to wait like a 60-second grace period before initializing the next event, or initiating the next event. But that's not important, and it just does more weirdness than anything else. So, okay, so frame time plus event duration, no. Yes. Right. This is the, no, this is, like I said, we use event time to not just to activate the event, but also to conclude the event. So this one we also don't change because this is the situation where we're actually using it to conclude the event. All right. So if what is this? If away event time less than frame time. Oh yeah. That's just something else instead. Something unrelated. Well, for one thing, it's about away event time. It's not about event time. All right, so yeah, when we kick GM, this is another situation where, yeah, no, this is fine. I will actually leave this one the same, because this is the case where the GM went AFK, and so we actually do want to have the next event happen fairly soon. Cripes, I'm gonna break the 10-hour mark on today's stream. Sorry. Nudge GM is another situation where we want that to happen. We do want that to happen. Because in that case, it's been really long since the last event, so that's fine. Yeah, it's not that bad to get the... It's not that bad to get the... Yeah, no, it's not. It's really not that bad. I really shouldn't be like hand wringing about this stuff. Just keep on keeping on. Wait, stop. What are you not? Okay, there we go. A lack. This is when the GM departs, and again, this is just another 60-second grace period, which I don't feel is necessary. But then again, like it's why do I care about that? Like why is that? Why do I feel like that's a problem? It's really not. No, it kind of is. Yeah, no, it used to be it's no longer a problem to it's not a problem to like bring the next event forward, but it is slightly like not my favorite thing to push the event back. Like pushing the event back 60 seconds, it's like no big deal. Except that when that happens. Oh, wait a second. Yeah. Events. Yuck. I I won't be completely avoiding jump cuts with this because of interference. Or like occurrences of interference, like these situations where like the GM is taking over or like leaving control or away mode is getting activated and deactivated, there will still be jump cuts because those are the scenarios where the events might happen within might happen only 8 minutes apart from each other, which will 8 minutes is less than 24 minutes, so So, yeah. Uh, so maybe no. So yeah, no. I won't worry about stuff right now. Ugh. No, this is fine. Jump cuts are not the end of the world. I just don't want jump cuts happening all the time. If they're happening like when they have to happen, that's fine. That is completely fine. I just don't want them happening like if no one's interfering with the game, there should be no reason to have jump cuts. Jump cuts are only a correction method when the game can't otherwise set itself right. Okay. Yeah. So all right. So continue on. Event time. Uh, so where is this? So if overtime. Oh yeah, overtime. Yeah, that's a thing technically. It's technically a thing. I'm not going to care about it right now. Should I though? No. No, because yeah, I'm counting overtime as like interference. Overtime is a rare thing that like basically never happens. All right, so event timescale isn't actually a real thing, so I can ignore that. Yeah, just ignore all the event timescales. I could get rid of the event timescales because I basically, yeah. Actually, I could bring back event timescale. Event timescale used to be like, it used to be that like if you got perfect, the next event would happen sooner, and if you got, oh no, I shouldn't. No, yeah, I was gonna say I could bring it back, except now it would be in 8 minute increments. But no, like I said, I don't want to. I don't want the game to need jump cuts unless, yeah. Okay. Uh, so event time. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Uh, Event time equals frame time. I'm still neutralizing the event time scale, right? Yeah. So after I calculate event time scale, I just set it back to 1 to neutralize it for now. I can probably get rid of it at this point, but whatever. It's not hurting anything right now. So event time, frame time plus event cooldown. Yeah, this is the part that we're changing. It's actually what now? It's transition window. Transition window plus event cooldown. I think this is what I called it. Yeah. Yes. Yes, indeed. And then what about away event time? I guess I can still just do the same thing I used to do. Yeah. Yeah. Sure, why not? Alright, save that. Is that all of them? Might be all of them. What is this? Oh, that's just scheduling stuff. Wait, what is the scheduling? Oh, the epilogue stuff. Oh, the epilogue stuff. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. So the say epilogue thing I should change. Uh, oh, good. So good thing event timescale is still here. No, I should schedule the epilogue for when, not event cooldown anymore. It's now transition window time, no, plus transition blah, plus event cooldown times event time scale times 0.5, and then yeah, so away mode and not away mode are diverging, but that's fine. Um, oh yeah, okay, so yeah, conclude event. This is another one. So this is another place where. Okay, yeah. So I guess actually the only thing that's really changing is we're replacing frame time with the transition window for the event time, etc., etc. If overtime, sure. Event. Oh, Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Any more? Oh, this is sad. I'm at like 10 hours and 3 minutes. So it's one of the saddest times to whatever. But I'm gonna call this good. And so